There is a lot going on in Lansing right now, from the recent I-94 crash report to overhauling Michigan's energy policy. Even more legislation to be heard before the end of the year. Joining us this morning to talk about some of these bills, State Senator John Prost. And a key point here, we're now less than 2 weeks away for when you guys are done for the holiday break. I want to talk, though, I want to start with STEM, some legislation you're involved with. We talk science, math. These are the things we can't have enough kids studying, and we really don't have enough. What exactly is it you're trying to do in the state right now?
We're trying to find a way to have the Packers not beat the Lions like they did last night. It was absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. And I'm sure there's some science that we can put to that on how Rodgers can throw the ball 70 yards downfield. The idea behind science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is that Michigan, because we are a manufacturing state, we're an agricultural state too, and we certainly have great tourism. But the fact is that we've got kids right now that can benefit from having the most advanced rigor that we can possibly push students towards. And those are the students that we need to fill those tens of thousands of engineering jobs, because we have an older base of engineers in the state of Michigan. Look no further than what's happening in Kalamazoo County and all throughout southwest Michigan, where engineers are going to be needed in the future. We need those kids to take a higher level of rigor, and a STEM certification, we'd be the first in the nation to have that endorsement. The universities love it because that means that those kids did more in our high school curriculum than they did anyplace else.
And for parents watching, a STEM certification, what would that mean their kids are required to do to get that certification?
They'd be taking extra courses in mathematics and science. It would be beyond the current curriculum requirements to graduate from high school.
4 years throughout high school is basically the key point.
And actually, we point that the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, the middle school years, are important years to begin that process, too.
Okay. You are involved with the Energy Committee, Vice Chair. The governor had said he wanted something passed before the end of the year.
Right.
That looks iffy, if not impossible at this point. What's your take? Is something going to happen from the state?
It will in 2016. We're going to see that first quarter and into maybe even the beginning of the second quarter. We'll be working on that rewrite of the legislation to put Michigan in the best position to have Michigan energy production where we can control our costs and we're not relying on an out-of-state provider to bring our energy into Michigan.
Another key thing as we get down to these last couple of weeks, this company named Switch from Nevada, they want to take over the old Steelcase facility in Kent County.
Yes.
It talks about thousands of jobs, billions of dollars investments. There's concern, though. Some people think it's an unfair advantage for data centers, per se, when it comes to tax dollars. Where do you stand on this issue?
I think the question you have to ask with the Senator Shoemaker bill, the McGregor bill, and the Hildebrand bills, the bills that are before us in the Senate, that we passed yesterday, the House is also passing legislation, is do we want to participate in data center opportunity? Do we think that technology is going to go to such a degree that we want to be a participant in that in the state of Michigan? We would be the East Coast hub for data centers. That is a huge opportunity, potentially billions of dollars and thousands of jobs. If we want to do that, then we need to treat the entire industry the same. That's what those Senate bills do, is treat the entire industry in the state of Michigan exactly the same. And then we can compete against Indiana and Ohio, who have incentives already and would love to have $5 billion of investment.
So you support this because some have raised if it's an unfair advantage.
I do, and it's not an unfair advantage if we treat everybody equally in the process.
Okay.
And it's foregone revenue. It's not revenue or at least it's not significant revenue we'd be losing on the upfront. To think of those jobs, that's the STEM connection to the beginning question that you asked.
Okay.
That's where we want our students to participate in high levels of rigor in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to fill those thousands of jobs at Switch.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. John Prost, State Senator, thanks for joining us live this morning.
Great to be here.